Well, good afternoon, everybody.
We just went to set guard.
It's May 19th, high noon, Liberty County Commissioners Court special meeting. We have a few agenda items here. We also have a couple of executive session items we need to discuss as well. Call the meeting to order. Let the record show that all our commissioners are present today. We do have business before the court. Our special agenda, item number 1, is from Commissioner Clark. Consider and approve work authorization between Liberty County and LJA Engineering Services for investigative work to determine pier depths of the existing bridge and dam on County Road 6494 in Precinct 4, Liberty County, Texas. Gerald, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, Judge, I've invited LJA Engineering and specifically Brian Greathouse is going to give you a really quick overview. What we're trying to do is we've been working since I took office in January to figure out what we're going to do with this bridge. And in the meantime, the bridge has kept doing what it's deteriorating somewhat. And so we need to go out for a special piling inspection. And Brian's going to kind of take us through where we are right now and why I need to get this approved through Commissioner's Court.
Yeah, so we were contacted, just for a little background, we were contacted a little while ago. The TxDOT was coming to inspect the structure. And so we met TxDOT on site to look at the structure. It's obvious that we have some stuff to look at here. We have some collapsing head walls and some stuff we need to address. So TxDOT agreed to give us 30 days to put a plan together for bridge repair. So then we came in and had a group of experts from structural side, H&A side, we had survey people from the water, come take a look at the bridge and start developing a repair plan. But one thing that we needed that we don't have is the depth of the piers. A lot of these bridges, one common obstacle is a lot of these bridges do not have plans. They don't have updated design drawings. So when we evaluate that structure, we really need to know how deep those piers are. And so that's what this test will basically come in, non-destructive test. You put a meter around the pile, and you use an estimate.
So this is an important part of our response to TxDOT, and these inspectors are coming from out of state. You have one from Colorado and the other Maryland that are coming down that do this type of bridge inspections, and so if we can get this item approved, we can move forward on in meeting TxDOT's requirement.
And if we don't, they'll shut it down.
They'll shut it down.
Correct.
We've already closed one lane down on the bridge, the suspect side of the bridge, so it's been restricted to one lane in and out of that subdivision. Again, there's like 40 families that depend on this to get in and out of it, and plus emergency services.
From what you've already evaluated, do you think it's feasible to repair that bridge or relocate the road?
We have a team of experts looking at that now. I would say alternate route is something I would definitely keep high on the list. I mean, you need alternate route anyway, right? You don't access there. But there's significant, we're finding some significant repairs.
We're actually looking at both plans, Greg, because of if it requires a complete replacement of the bridge, then we will have to have an alternate route.
Well, the repairs might be about as much as replacing the bridge, actually.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We don't want to do the rest of our investigation, but we're getting there close.
This assessment, what are we looking at in cost?
It's I will start with the bridge replacement cost. I don't have those costs in front of me.
Just
Just
assess
ballpark.
what
No,
$5 million?
No,
10?
the assessment, the inspection that
the
we're doing,
inspection.
it's like 10, not to exceed 20,000.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
top end of this.
Yeah.
It's just a quick inspection, and then we'll formulate everything and present the findings and more.
Well, we need to know what we're looking at.
Yeah, I'm not arguing about the inspection. I just think that when you get to figuring up the cost, I think the repair cost will be more than the bridge cost, and the bridge cost will be more than relocating the road. That's just my,
I can't argue with you so far. I can't argue with you.
That's right.
Well, the question is whether or not to go ahead with the
Sir?
inspection.
I'll make a
Question is
motion
about the
to approve.
inspection. Got a motion from Bruce, second from David, to authorize work between LJA Engineering for investigative work, determine period depths of the existing bridge. Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Ryan, thank you for coming down and helping us out on that.
Appreciate it.
Item number 2 from Commissioner Clark, budget amendment. It's a line item transfer from capital outlay to capital lease payments. Gerald?
In my quest to become more like Commissioner Kabowski, sorry. I've worked with Dwayne Gopp. We've researched our end of the year budget and our capital lease outlay. And I can buy a piece of equipment that'll ease our road repairs with this cold planer, a 40-inch cold planer. I worked with Mr. C here and gotten the approval to go ahead. But the money that I had in that one budget category is about $1,000 short. So I'm just asking to move $1,000 from one bucket to the next so that I can remain compliant.
Make a motion to approve.
Oh, well. Jinx.
Second.
Who got
I'll second it.
Who got the first one?
I think Greg did, yeah. So motion from Greg, second from Bruce.
And I'll retract that comment about trying to be more like Commissioner Kabowski.
All right, got a motion from Greg, second from Bruce. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 3 is for me, consider and approve the execution of general and no litigation certificate for Southeast Texas Housing Finance Corporation in triplicate. This is for the Bay Terrace Apartments in Baytown. I believe we discussed this at our last meeting, what it's all about.
I reviewed it. I don't see any issues.
I don't need-
Make a motion to approve.
Motion from David, second from Bruce. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 4 also for me is consider and approve the execution of general and no litigation certificates for Southeast Texas Housing Finance Corporation in triplicate. This is for the Wyndham Apartments in Baytown. Same conditions, same terms, basically. Just a different named entity.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion from Bruce, second from David. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 5 from Ms. Soliday, consider and approve extension request for Liberty County buyout contract number 20-066-013-C095. This is a $0 extension request. Remaining homes have been contracted for demolition. This extension will help to keep the program on track beyond the June extension date. And we're looking at extending this until September 30th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There are a couple individuals that are gonna need help purchasing a new location to stay. So they're trying to make sure all the paperwork, everything is done. I know we extended it to June last time, but this is the one I should have.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Motion from David, second from Bruce. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 6 from Ms. Soliday, consider and approve the River Ranch Old River Tributary 4/4C Old River Drain CLOMR review. The LJ Engineering letter of no obligation to the conditional letter of map revision and recommendation for the county to sign the MT-1 Form 3, provided that the project is not substantially modified from the current design. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the MT3 one is for me to sign being the floodplain administrator.
Yes, ma'am.
So I just bring it here for transfer.
So LJA has reviewed this?
Yes, sir.
And they have no objections?
No objection.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll move on this item.
Motion from Gerald, second from Greg. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 7 from Mr. C, consider and approve the financial documents from Government Capital for the financing of the truck for Road and Bridge 2 that was approved for purchase on April 22nd in Commissioners Court. Harold?
Y'all approved the purchase of the truck, and then y'all approved to request financing through government capital. They approved it, and these are just actual paperwork, same terms that we talked about on April 22nd. And this is just, once we sign these, then,
So you good with
we'll get
everything?
your truck.
No, you're good with everything? Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from David, second from Bruce. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 8, from Mr. Post and Ms. McCarty, over to County Attorney's Office, discuss and take potential action, if any, regarding the construction of an animal shelter in Liberty County to begin in the new fiscal year, starting October 1st, 2025. Matthew, I know y'all been working on this on the legal side of everything, so.
We have a number of us, including county commissioners, myself, animal advocates have reviewed the program in Chambers County. We find it to be a very workable, good program, but this is a very large topic. I put it on the agenda just so that we can start talking about it and get actionable plans in place. So I'm happy to answer any questions, but also just open it up for discussion.
Yes, I've been out to the one in Chambers County. I've looked at their facilities. I really like what they're doing over there. I think we need to mirror what they're doing over there. It's working for them. I have reached out to a few contractors to get some prices on the exact same thing they have out there. So I should know something within the next 30 days on that so that we can get something together to work on this for the new budget coming up. So we should have some figures coming up on that. And we're still looking for a suitable location. We have a couple of them in mind. We would probably start with just one location right now and then eventually have to widen it to 2 locations. The county is so large. But we have talked to the sheriff and the chief on running the facility, and think we have a solution there also. So we are working to have something done for the new budget.
So that'll be the construction costs you've got
Yes.
coming, but also the staffing, and all the things that will
Correct.
take place, that'll all come together at a different session.
So we are working on it as we.
Okay.
So generally, yeah, not only construction of the facility, but then the creation of a new department under the sheriff's office
Okay.
is the idea. Where in Chambers County, they have 2 positions for that department that are actually funded, but they kind of use inmates as a, lack of a better phrase, force multiplier. They're able to use trustees there to help augment the 2 positions. The 2 positions are both animal control officers and they're jailers. So whenever there's a call of an animal or some sort of issue, they would take a couple of inmates with them, go collect the animals and then bring them back to the facility. Long-term, and we've been working with animal advocates here locally as well. Long-term, the idea would be to find homes for these animals as soon as possible to not only free up space, but also, actually affirmatively help the animals themselves. So.
So what action do we need to take in today's item?
Well, that's what I wasn't sure what the court, what the court would like us to do if we'd like to open it up for bids as well. I know Commissioner Karbowski has been talking about getting some informal quotes, but the next major step would be open it up for bids.
So what he's talking about are budgetary quotes, right?
Yes,
Okay.
to get everything ready for this new budget year coming up
Okay.
and have some figures to go by, but eventually we will have to go out for bids, competitive bids.
I got you.
And, but I mean, we kind of need to know what we're looking at.
Sure.
Before we just
Yes.
jump out there. I love the way Chambers County, I can't say that enough, the way that they're handling theirs over there.
Very nice.
And I would like to mirror the same thing over here.
I agree.
I would think that we was, at this point, would take no action on this. So I move that we take no action.
Second.
Okay, got a motion from Bruce, second from Greg to take no action. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 9 and number 10 will be items that are going to be discussed in executive session. The executive session will occur regarding the following pursuant to section 551.0725 of the Texas Government Code, which is deliberations about contracts being negotiated regarding the potential purchase of property. And number 10 would be an executive session will occur the following pursuant to 551.071 of the Government Code, consultation with attorney regarding pending litigation. At this time, I would ask that I need a motion and a second to go into.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Motion from Bruce, second from David, go into executive session. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. And it is now 12:17. We are in executive session. Thank you, Kyle. All right, we're back in regular session. It's now 12:35 PM. Back in the regular session. Item number 9 from Mr. Post and Ms. McCarty. Consider and approve a non-binding letter of intent to Forest Investments LLC for the potential purchase of 400 Main Street in Liberty, Texas, 77575. What is the court's pleasure in that
Make a
regard?
motion to approve.
Let me catch up.
Outside counsel.
No.
No,
No, this is the non-binding letter
okay.
to Fortis for the
Yeah.
thing, okay.
Emily, I believe that the T was left off of Fortis on the agenda item, but it is
Okay.
Fortis.
Okay, with the T.
Yes,
Got
thank
it.
you.
Okay, so again,
And, are we discussing a dollar amount or just a
No, ma'am.
letter of
No.
intent to, okay.
Yeah.
So Bruce, you were motion
Mhm.
and,
wait on a second.
okay.
Second.
Motion from Bruce, second from David. To just approve a non-binding letter. Okay. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 10, Mr. Poston and Ms. McCarty, consider and approve appointment of outside counsel by insurance for 25 DC CV-00674 Cook versus Dennis, currently pending in the 75th Judicial District Court of Liberty County, Texas.
Make a motion to hire outside counsel to assist in this through the county attorney's office.
Second.
Motion from Bruce, second from David. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion from Bruce to adjourn, second from David. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye. And it is 12:37.